Okay, so we're going to start with the normal fishtail braid first. So starting by combing all your hair back towards the nape, using a comb to smooth. And then we're going to split this section in two, so just two equal, even sections. And then starting off on one side, you're going to grab a smaller section, and that's going to be added into the other side. And then exactly the same on this side, so a smaller section from the outer, and that's getting added into the other side. So if you can see how it starts there, it's sort of like a crisscross. So we're just going to repeat that again. And then the same on the other side. So you're basically just doing that all the way down. We'll speed the video up in a minute, but we'll just show you a few before we do that. Because I think starting off is the bit where people get stuck. So you're just doing the same thing all the way and making sure you're keeping the tension. All the way down. So add in a small section. I'll just show you this side. So exactly the same, small section from the outer bit going into the middle. And then it's becoming part of that section. You need to make sure you're taking the same size section from both sides as well. Otherwise, one side of your braid will start going a lot smaller than the other. And you need to make sure that the sections you're taking from each side are quite small. Otherwise, it just ends up looking like just a normal braid, really. Okay, so we'll speed the rest of this video up now. This is the finished result. We're gonna do, we're just gonna pull it out as well, just to show you the like baggier version. But that is the, so just basic normal fishtail plait. So then we'll just pull it out a little bit just to show you like the looser version, and then we'll move on and do the French one. So when you're pulling it out, all you're literally doing is pulling the hair, loosening it, and it just makes it bigger really, and yeah, a bit looser, more natural. So I'll speed this up as well. And that's it, pulled out a little bit more, so just a little bit looser. So then all you're going to do is tie that with a little elastic. So that is braid number 1. Okay, so from your normal fishtail braid, we can show you just how to do a quick hair up. So basically you're just taking the braid and a few bobby pins and loosely just pinning it up. So this is just something really simple.
Pass me some pins, Miss.
The cat scratching the rug. So when you're pinning it up, you can just pull bits out as well where needed. And then you're just going to tuck that end in and then pin that into place too. That's really cute. I like that. So just a quick simple updo by just pinning up that fishtail braid. So that's style number 2. Okay, so now we're going to do a French fishtail braid. So this is it is a fishtail braid, but it's starting here. So like a French plait basically, but it's a fishtail. So we're starting at the top. So starting at the top, so we're just going to section this bit off here. I'll just come around this side. Same that side. So just the top section of your hair, top layer really. Fishtail braids as well, they are easier if your hair is all one length. If you've got layers, you can still do it, but it's a bit harder just because the layers can stick out a little bit. So if you have got layers, make sure you're using enough hairspray to avoid that. Okay, so this top section, you're gonna, the same as the normal one, split it in two. And we're starting it exactly the same as the normal one. So using a bit of hair from one side and adding it to the other side. So the little bit of hair is coming from the outside and going into the inside of the other side, if that makes sense.
Put your back nose.
Cat's having a fight there. Hey! No! So now we're adding hair. So instead of taking the hair from this section, we're adding it from the sides. And the same. So we're taking a little bit from the outside, but also taking hair from here as well. So with the bit you're adding from the outside, you're adding just a fine section from the rest of your hair. And then both pieces join the other side. So you can see it starting to take shape now. Mason, can you turn that down? Are you okay? So you're continuing it the same all the way down. So all the way down, you need to make sure you're keeping your two sections separate. But each time you're just adding more hair from both sides. It is quite simple once you've got the hang of it. I'd say this was easier than like a normal French braid or Dutch braid. Just because you've got less sort of sections you've got to hold on to, you've only got the two and the bits you're adding in. So we're just carrying this on. It's exactly the same all the way down. So I'll speed this bit up. So you can see it's starting to take shape now. So as you're getting lower down, when you run out of hair here, you're just going to continue the braid, but sort of as you would a normal fishtail braid. So you won't be adding bits from the side, you'll just be swapping with each side. I'll show you. So you'll see you'll run out of hair here. So that's our last section there. And our last section on this side. Now what you should have is just your two normal pieces, like that, and then you're adding, continuing it down normally, adding your little section into the other section. So as you come to the end, you're just going to tie it again with your little elastic. Okay, so then just smooth any bits you need to with a comb and add a bit of hairspray. So that's how to do a French fishtail braid. Okay, so this is the French fishtail braid. And then we'll show you as well quickly how to just put this up so you've got a nice hair up as well. So we've just loosened that out a little bit. And then we're just going to pin it up into a loose updo. So just twist it up, and then it doesn't have to be done any certain way. You just add in some bobby pins. So, and by doing the fishtail braid and pulling it out, you end up getting a little bit of height here as well. So just pin it up roughly, and then we'll just tuck that little end in somewhere. So just twisting that in and then combing any bits. So it's really quick and easy updo. Head back a bit, Maze.